Hey y'all, welcome back. So today is day 2 of me starting some seeds in these trays for the spring 2022 garden. I'd like to finish up what I got started yesterday. So today I'm going to be planting things like kale, arugula, some lettuces, Swiss chard, lettuces, is that a word? Swiss chard, spinach, and I really do need to get these strawberries somewhere as well. So it's just going to be a couple of random things today, but I did also want to give you an update from our seed trays. We placed the 2 seed trays on the heating mats last night, and I had a heater going. You can probably hear it in the background. It looks like this, just to kind of keep it nice and toasty in here for these warm loving plants. When I walked in here, it's 83 degrees. Now the temperatures last night dropped to the low 30s. Tonight is going to be in the low 40s. So it's really nice having this little heater in here. This shed that I'm in is not insulated yet, so it is a little bit of a struggle to keep this warm, especially when it's several days in a row of being in the 30s. So I'm hoping that we are over the hump of the cold weather and it's just going to get warmer from here. We'll see how that goes, because we thought that last year and then we had a snowstorm come. I do want to give you an update, and so I'm going to turn the camera around so you can take a look at the seed trays and the progress that the heating mats have made so far. Okay. Here is the first one. This has all of the peppers in it. You can see there's condensation building here in the top, which is a good sign that the temperature is warmer inside this than it is on the outside. Everything looks nice and moist. And now let's check the heating mat just to see if it's warm. Yep, it is. It is just like a very low grade warmth. Nothing that will burn the plastic, so that's really nice. So that one worked. Now let's check these two. Now for these two, I only had one of these mats, so you can see, if you notice the top of it, half of it is covered because you can see the end of the mat here. This half has got the condensation and this half doesn't. So you can kind of see the difference between having the heating mat and not having the heating mat. So that's really cool. But this one's fully covered, but this one only got half of it. So let's take a look. Everything's looking nice and moist. And I'm gonna assume that the heating mat's working based on the condensation. And it is, so it feels really good. Awesome. Okay, so I just came in from outside. It's getting late, the sun is going down, the temperatures are dropping. It is 77 degrees in here because I have the heater going, but I did get a couple of things done today. I went ahead and planted those strawberries, which is really great because I didn't want them sitting in here that much longer. And I put them in a container this time so they didn't eat up space in my raised beds, because that's what happened last year, so I just felt like I lost a lot of planting space. I tucked them into some straw, that way they have some sort of cover from the cold weather and the soil doesn't dry out, and I went ahead and watered those in as well. Then I decided that I needed to do some fruit tree pruning, so I started with pear bear and realized real quick that I wasn't going to be able to do this without having to get a ladder. So shortly thereafter I grabbed a ladder and got the rest of the pruning done at the top of the tree. And then I went down the line and pruned the cherry tree, the peach tree, and the 2 apple trees. So you'll see that in the video. Well, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you are staying positive, because spring is just around the corner, and getting those seeds planted, because it's going to be green and lush before you know it. Until next time, bye guys.